Hello, friends, dear parents, teachers, and dear students. Yesterday, we are aware that the Cbse has sent out a proposed draft of the two board system for class 10 that is going to be implemented from this year 2025-26. And normally, when a Cbse notification comes, I've always put videos supporting the document. This is the first time that I'm going to raise my objections to some of the points that have been given in the proposed draft. And I urge you also to see this video and also go through the document and make a decision for yourself whether it is good or bad for the students. So the description, you will find a link where the feedback can be given by the teachers, parents, and students. Please do make use of this link either from the Cbse site or from the description of this YouTube channel under the video link. So if we go through the intricacies, everything appears to be rosy. And to begin with, I just want to tell that I am not against the two-board system. It is very good. I am just upset about the timeline. And I means I'm talking on behalf of a lot of teachers and management who have communicated this through our through the channel and through our Facebook page and through the All India Educators Forum. So this is very important that you understand, first of all, what is the proposal. And then if you think that you need to raise your voice, do it now. You have time till 9th of March. After that, whatever is the proposal, they are going to review it and finalize it. So no point raising your voice after that because it's going to be final. That's why this video is of prime importance. I know that I'm going to get a lot of brickbats and hate messages for expressing my opinion against something like this, but I felt that I should express this and you should be aware of this. So first of all, let's understand that this Cbse exams two board system is only proposed for class 10. So it's not at the moment for 12th. They want to see how it goes. If it goes well and good, they may implement it for class 12 in the coming years. So it is actually going to be implemented for 10th. So don't think that I am not teaching 10th. It's not going to affect me. Ultimately, slowly, what is going to happen? They are going to introduce this into other classes as well. So all the teachers, I am going to request you all to watch this video. Students, parents also kindly watch this video and share it as much as possible because 9th March is your deadline for raising your voice and giving your feedback, whether it is positive or negative, that's up to you totally. But do watch through the intricacies of the draft. So the timeline that they have mentioned, this is where the major problem lies. The first attempt is in from 17 February to 6th of March. So we are happy about it. It's happening already. There's nothing new about it. We are already having this exam in February, March. Exams are currently going on and it's fine. Now, the problem that we are facing as teachers is that the second attempt is on 5th May to 20th May. This is what the draft says. These are approximate dates as of now, but more or less it will be finalized if they find that there is no adequate feedback or no resistance or no criticism about this. That is why it is important for us to understand what is the problem with this. Second attempt is 5th May to 20th May, right? And we are having best of two in each subject. Now, the student and parents may be thinking that this is very good move by the Cbse. Stress is going to get reduced. But believe me, my dear students and parents, what is going to happen is that if you are giving an option like this in the month of May, there will be very few people who will actually prepare for the first attempt. You are unnecessarily going to waste 2-3 months and say that, okay, there is more time. अरे अभी बहुत टाइम है आगे कर लेंगे that is how the student mentality is, and there will be some false propaganda also by social media influencers who will say to the students that you have adequate time, don't worry about it. Now, we are very happy with the earlier proposal which said that the first attempt should be in December and the second attempt should be in February, March. That was perfect and we could start our new session in April. Now, although the two exam system on paper looks very good, very appealing, the problems that the students are going to face, I'm going to explain shortly so that you can understand the concerns that as the teaching community and the school management is going to face. First of all, the backdrop, this was already proposed about a year back after NEP 2020 was released. In fact, this was one of the characteristics of that the board exams is going to split into two parts. Now, remember, it's not a semester exam. It's a full course examination. He had already announced twice a year. And he said that the aim is to reduce. So the Honorable Minister had already announced this a year back that this is going to happen, and now the draft policy has come. So there is no going back. It is going to happen. In what form is what we have to decide. So the two boards is going to definitely happen for the 25-26. But remember, the format is still not finalized. So that is why it is important to share your feedback immediately before 9th of March. So I would urge you again and again to share this to maximum people so they understand the intricacies of this system. So the main thing is that many people think that it's going to be easy because it's going to be split into term-wise semester system. There were some videos floating around about semesters, and that's absolutely false. CBSE has again and again clarified it's a full course exam. It is two separate full course exams. It is not semester-wise. So full course exam will be conducted in the month of February, March, and then again a full course in May. It is optional to give both. If you are very happy with the first one, you need not give the second one. If you are not happy, then you can give the second one. It is also possible that you give 3 subjects or 4 subjects in the first attempt. And if you are happy with that, don't give that, and the remaining subject you can give in May. So there are a lot of options for the students in that way in terms of flexibility, and you can retain the highest score. The student will get the benefit of the best of two. So we are all happy about this, that the students are getting this opportunity. We are very happy that sometimes what happens due to sickness or due to other reasons, due to stress related problems, the student is not able to perform, or the paper is quite tough, as it has happened in some of the CBSE board exams. You are getting a second chance to prove yourself. So we are very happy about it. But at the same time, the timeline is a little worrying because uh, considering the students of today who like to postpone things, this could be a question mark whether they will actually prepare for the first exam, or most of them will delay that to May, and therefore the benefit is not going to be conveyed in the marks. Now, the reason for the two boards, it is very clear. The prime focus of the CBSE and the Education Ministry is that they want to reduce the stress. And I agree that the two boards may reduce stress in many of the students, and therefore it is a good move. We are not opposing that at all. And it is giving an opportunity for the students to improve their scores. That is also perfect. If you have not done it well, one you can give to you can make up for the deficit that you have done in the second exam. No problem. The assessment becomes more continuous and comprehensive. Okay, that is fine. If you are happy with one, you need not give the second, but there is a continuous pressure again to perform. Even if a student is getting 70, the parent or the school or the child himself or herself may think that I can do better, and then there is an urge to do better. So there could be some stress in trying to improve upon your score. So this is, of course, all to align with the the National Curriculum for Work, the NCF, which was released. And so this part has to be implemented, that we perfectly understand. Now, what are the concerns? So first of all, students tend to relax. This is what we have seen. Whenever we try to postpone things, they will do at the last minute. If there is a target, then the thing is, if we are preparing ourselves for an exam in February, students will start preparing from, let's say, July, August, September. Now, if you are delaying into May, some of them may say, I'm not taking the February exam. We have enough and more time. Let me study for 3 more months, February, March, April, and then give the exams in May. So that is our prime concern, that students will tend to relax. Stress for teachers. टीचर्स के बारे में तो कोई सोच ही नहीं रहा है. इन द होल प्रपोजल व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, डू वी हैव टू वर्क फॉर नाउ 12 months a year? देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रेस फॉर टीचर्स. मई में अगर एग्जाम्स होते हैं, जून में वी विल बी कॉल्ड फॉर इवैल्यूएशन. So 12 months of the year, the teacher is busy. Now, we are not against student, we are for the students, but at the same time, I think happy teachers also make happy classrooms. If the teacher is not happy, good teachers will not come into the teaching profession. It is going to be a last resort to come into teaching. One of the incentives of the teaching job was we used to get summer vacation. Now, if the government is coming up with a policy that June is also working for the teachers, Saturdays are working for the teachers, 220 working days have to be met, plus all these evaluation work, which is all going to be extra, that is going to be creating a lot of stress. And also, when we are going for the evaluation duty during the month of, let's say, when we are going now in the month of April or March, as the case may be, then what happens to our classes in our schools? We are missing 10 days, 15 days of classes whenever we are going on observer duty, on evaluation duty. And what is happening? The CBSE is only concerned about their exam. What about our own respective schools when our children, who will teach them those 10 days? So this is becoming increasingly problematic because then the teachers have to take extra classes during holidays and Saturdays. And if this system comes, then summer holidays becomes a big question mark. So all the teachers, I am requesting you to put the in the feedback link this main concern that we should try to have the exams in the month of December and February, March, not in February, March, and May, because the summer holidays, even for the student, there will be no vacation for the student. The student is also studying continuously. Students also need break, right? They also cannot study 12 months a year. So the summer vacation was a good time for the students also to cover up on their weaknesses. It's a good time to travel with the family. So all that is going for a toss because of this. So is it adding to the stress or lowering the stress is another question that we have to ask ourselves. Another main thing that I have felt is the late admission in class 11. Now, if you're going to give the May exam and the results are going to come in June, that means our new session will start so late. And nowadays, we know that most schools are starting a new session in the month of April. What happens to that April and May? There's a good amount of course that was covered. And as it is, we know that there is a big jump from 10th to 11th, and the students need to focus right from the beginning. And summer holidays was a time when they used to cover up a lot of syllabus on their own and revise through what was there in the previous classes. Now, all that is going to finish because your class 11, you are starting in July, and the number of months that you have to give to class 11 will be very less, and there is academic stress in class 11. So the stress from 10th they are taking to class 11, and class 11 they are not going to perform. Are they going to have two exams in class 11? No, there's going to be a school exam. And then what is going to happen is that, it's like, you're making a flyover which is very big, and then all the cars are going to end into narrow lanes. The traffic gets stuck. Same thing is going to happen here. You are creating a big highway for class 10 students, and what happens in class 11? They are stuck. So it's going to create in the long run stress for the students as well, which they may not be understanding right now. So dear parents and students, it is important for you to understand that your child also needs a break during June. And if you're going to study in May, and throughout you're going to give your board exam, and then you're going to start your class 11 session so late, then there will be hardly any time to cover the class 11 course, which is much tougher than class 10. There are more concerns. First of all, then besides what I have already said, cost of the exam fee. Definitely, the cost of the exam fee will increase. As it is, many parents were cribbing about the present examination fee, and now you are talking about increasing the examination fee because of the two boards. Whether you want to give the two boards or not, they are not going to ask right now. They are going to charge increased amount to register the candidate. So this is also an additional point which you have to consider. And then evaluation duty will be there twice. Any time when there is a board exam, the whole school management is geared up for that exam. So we have to keep our classrooms free, the support staff has to be there, the office staff has to be there has to be invigilators, there has to be a CS, there has to be, so many deputy CS. So there are so many protocols to be followed, and all that has to be repeated now twice a year. And that is going to be really tough. So exam arrangements and evaluation duty twice. Many of you who are watching this video may be thinking that teachers are running away from their responsibility. It is not that. We are ready to work for the students if we find benefit in the system. Right now, we are feeling that the students will not do justice to this system. The main problem being the exams in May. If it is shifted in February, the first one in December and February, we have no issues. And that is why I've also started circulating this message about supporting two boards. Yes, but supporting in the first one, in the phase one in December, and the second phase in February, March. Do voice your opinion on the same lines so that CBSE gets the final feedback from a lot of educators, parents, and students. And in the final review, they will be able to change the dates or modify it, at least take the midway at least. So all these projects are very good. I mean, I have been a big supporter of National Curriculum Framework, which has such beautiful talking about many things like experiential learning and art integration and holistic progress card. They're all very beautiful if implemented in the correct spirit. And we are there to support the CBSE as educators, as teachers, as parents, as principals. Everybody is cooperating with CBSE to make the system work as per the recommendations of the NEP. But when the CBSE has given us this option of voicing our opinions, it becomes very important for each one of us to contribute in that. It's like putting your vote. If you don't vote, then you can't, complain about the government, because at that point of time you didn't vote. So here is a chance to raise your opinion. I will urge everyone to fill in your feedback, whether you like it or you don't like it, whatever it is, you please put your opinion, because once the final proposal after 9 March, they're going to finalize it, and then we have no choice but to accept it. So, as per the document, it is to provide a more flexible, student-friendly education system, fostering a holistic approach to learning and assessment. This is the board's point of view, which is very, very good, and we are wholeheartedly supporting this whole venture. So the results are going to be in two phases. The first one, as per the document, they are going to finish in the month of February and March, and the results will be by 20th April. You will be getting a mark sheet to that effect. And you have an option to give the second exam. If you are satisfied with the first one, you need not give the second. But I have a feeling that there will be a lot of students now opting for the second, because it is best of two. So they will definitely want to take a chance in many of the subjects, if not all. And that result is going to come by 30th June. And here you're going to get your final mark sheet and certificate by 30th June, which means that technically you are going to class 11 only after June, that is in July. So you are actually not studying in class 10 for 12 months. It is actually going to be beyond that, because there is an extra 3 month spent for the evaluation process, the exam process, and the result declaration. So in conclusion, I want to say this is just a draft policy. After the feedback, the policy will be reviewed, revised, and finalized. That is why I have brought out this video and I have circulated this message to wherever possible. And I will urge you to circulate it maximum, so that you can send your valuable feedback to CBSE. And the source of information is definitely the CBSE website. This is not any false document or any false propaganda from anywhere. I am not making up these stories. These are all from the CBSE website, the official circular which is issued. You can have a login to the CBSE website and have a look for yourself. You will also find the whole circular, the document which I'm talking about, and also you will find the under the video also the um, feedback link, which I urge you to fill and submit. So feedback link also of that CBSE Google form you will find in the description of this YouTube video. So thank you and all the best. Let's raise our voices, and I hope the best decisions are taken by CBSE, taking into consideration the teachers, parents, students, all the stakeholders, the school management, because a board exam is not an individual effort, it's a collective effort of so many stakeholders. And I'm glad and happy that the CBSE officials have given us this chance to express our opinion. So we want to thank CBSE wholeheartedly. And I hope the teaching community, the parents community, the students raise their opinion and give their valuable feedback, so that the best decision is taken by CBSE. And I will definitely keep you updated on the final proposal after the 9th of March. So stay tuned. Till then, thank you and goodbye.